Good evening, junior MPBL fans, and welcome to Amoranto Sports Arena here in Quezon City. This is Manny Pacquiao's junior MPBL playoffs powered by TMT Play. This is the 14 under division, and it's the game 2 of the quarterfinals between the Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados and the Malabon Fishermen. And now it's time to meet the starters. First, from your Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados. Starting at guard, number 10, Julian Villano. Other guard, number 21, John Canapi. At forward, number 0, Arjan Gatchalian. Other forward, number 12, Phil Kaiser Reta. And at center, number 29, Kirk Kibal. Head coach for the Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados 14 under, Mr. Eugene Ocampo, assisted by Kim Gonzalez. Team manager, Jason Olivares. Team owner, Pepito Decena Jr. And now, it's time to meet the starters from your Malabon Fishermen. Starting guard, number 3, Paul Navera. Other guard, number 5, Marvic Messina. Forward, number 34, Prince Perucho. Other forward, number 35, Jared Ferreros. And at center, number 12, Stefan Bernarte. Head coach for the Malabon Fishermen 14 under, Mr. Froilan Bagion. Assisted by Jerry Doctor. Referees for this ball game, Carlo Tapela, Nino Perez, Paul Lobaton, and your crew chief, Von Rancho. This is Manny Pacquiao's junior MPBL inaugural season playoffs, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Tip off for the last time this Saturday sa ating junior MPBL. We'll be ending our evening with this matchup between the Malabon Fishermen and the Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados. Battle between the second seed and 7th seed. Jaime Mandera kasama pa rin si Coach Noy Africa, bringing you the action live mula dito sa Amoranto Sports Complex in Quezon City. Mindoro nga holding this 1-0 lead in this best of 3 quarterfinals. They would look to close it out and arrange for a date with the Pampanga Junior Giantlanders who won just previously. Itong kakatapos nga lang natin na laro. But if ikaw ang Malabon Fishermen, of course, you would want to take it to game number 3 and a do-or-die ball game against this formidable 2nd seed in the Junior Disciplinados.
Well, of course, the winner in this matchup will go up against pretty much a team that pulled off an upset over the higher seed Manila. Itong ang Pampanga already waiting in the wings. But for the Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados, that Game 1 victory, a 25-point domination of Malabon, wherein they were able to get the fast break game going, which is really their strength. But so far, it's Navera scoring in the fast break for Malabon. In that game, you had Canapi leading Mindoro with 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 steals. Well, for Malabon, it was Jared Ferreros who was trying to keep the fight for Malabon, finishing with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals.
As Villano scores on that basket, Navera tracking it down, gets that basket to go. 8 straight points for Paul Navera. Nagising ang opension rito in just the first quarter, giving us this power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Ibagising ni Paul Navera, and look at that scream. Nang alam niya na siya mainit dito for the Fishermen.
Well, usually this is the guy who is overlooked on the side of Malabon. Of course, the main guy for them, Mav Messina, who averages 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals per game. However, Messina in their previous game only had 10.6 rebounds. But Paul Marquis Navera averages 12 points also for the team of Coach Froilan Bagion. And I think he might have checked the stats in the previous game and saw that his team was outscored by 11 in fast break points, and that's why he's been trying to attack aggressively in transition.
Mav Messina gets his first 2 off this ball game. 11-4, 7-point advantage here para sa Malabon Fisher Mall as a turnover here for the junior disciplinados. Ball goes back to the blue shirts. An early timeout will be whistled here by the Malabon Fisher Mall, leading by 7 with 7:26 left in the first.
For our last game tonight, siguradong magandang laban to mga kaliga. Para nga kay Coach Eugene ng Mindoro, wala dapat ibang gawin ang kanyang koponan kundi ipakita o higitan o i-maintain lang ang pinakita nilang magandang performance on their first game. Naganda rin naman daw sila, kaya naman hindi problema itong gusto niyang makita sa kanyang mga players. Para naman kay Coach Froilan ng Malabon, no matter what happens in this game, he just wants his players to enjoy this game. At kahit ano naman daw mangyari, ay proud na proud siya sa ipinakitang performance at improvement ng kanyang mga batang players. Pero bago muna yung mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for being our constant companion here in the Junior MPBL dahil pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only. So keep it fun mga kaliga, game responsibly. Hi, my Coach Nai.
Thank you. That was Andrea Veloso with that report. And ang sabi nga ni Coach Froy, enjoying nyo lang yung itong laro. No? Not much pressure, I think he's putting into his players. They are the 7th seed. So, kung expectations lang talaga ang usapan. No? The pressure really more on the 2nd seed, which is the junior disciplinados. And so far, it has been a great start for Malabon, able to build this early advantage. But Mindoro, alam mo naman na talagang once they find their rhythm, they will eventually pick it up.
And you know, Coach Froilan Baguion has been very consistent with his message from day one. He really prioritizes the development and growth of the players he has been handling, and he just wants them to enjoy the game. But for Coach Eugene Ocampo, of course, coming off a dominant win in Game 1, the pressure to make the adjustments is on the side of Malabon, not on Mindoro. They will just try to continue what they have been doing and what they have been successful with all tournament long, not only in Game 1. This team just loves to pressure the basketball and be able to score a lot of fast break points.
Canapi gets his first basket as well, the top scorer nga for the Mindoro team. Ferreros attacking strong, gets that basket to go. I would think with a name like Ferreros, this guy would also have sweet shooting.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He did have 18 points in that Game 1 loss. But actually, when you're talking about this Mindoro Lucena Foundation Junior Disciplinados, you cannot really just pinpoint a particular player. You know, John Carl Canapi averaging 24 points per game. But right on cue, he hits a 3-pointer. But you have the Alvarez brothers, you have Hilot, you have Kabog. Actually, pangalan pa lang nung Kabog at Hilot. Diba? Very indicative of how this team really tries to play.
Canapi cleans it up para sa Mindoro, and just like that, Mindoro now has the lead 15-13. Santos will attack high off the glass. Nice finish, tying this ball game at 15.
Actually, the key against the Mindoro squad is to break that press, because medyo, you know, it's easier to score on the front court than it is to actually cross the half court due to that unrelenting pressure coming from Mindoro.
Adi Alvarez missing on that 3-pointer. On the other end, Ferreros will attack once again. Would have gotten continuation, but instead will get to the line for a couple. So siya nga ang naging top performer dito para sa Malabon despite that lopsided loss in game number 1. Talagang kinikarry over niya dito sa game number 2 so far.
And actually, one of the best ways to attack the press is to really attack it. You know, force the other team to have to call off that pressure defense and just stick to either half-court man-to-man or a zone defense. to try and stop you. You know, this Mindoro team, not the tallest of teams. That's why really the game plan for them is to pressure the basketball and force all those turnovers.
Doon nga nang gagaling yung kanilang puntos off those turnovers. So far, Malabon sticking with them. And as I say that, Cabog hits that three-pointer. Back to a 2-point lead para sa Mindoro. Mav Messina, his pass deflected. Malabon will keep it on the baseline.
To reiterate that point, of course, they're the smaller team, but in game 1, in points in the paint, itong Mindoro had 64 against just 28 for Malabon. And medyo, you know, it's a little, what do you call this, misleading. You'd think that that's usually the numbers of a team that's taller because they try and dominate the paint. But itong ang Mindoro, more of a fast-breaking type of team.
Points in the paint pa rin naman ng layup.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So,
At
doon
ang
na
mga alley-oop.
As Cabog able to find itong si Villano for that eye-in-the-sky play. Ano naman yung amuyan ng mga player dito sa Mindoro. No look pass pa ang binigay doon ni Cabog. And Villano, hindi naman siya pinahiya. Giving us another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Of course, Mindoro cannot afford to just stand around because you're gonna give the zone defense the advantage there. That's why they keep on trying to get their opponents guessing by continual off the ball movement.
Short stab will get the bounce. That was Zion Aguilar para sa Malabon Fisher Mall. Bring this lead down to 22-18 with still 2:38 left in our first quarter. Pass once again inside. Villano this time the recipient. Once again the recipient. Back-to-back baskets para sa kanya. Bring this lead to 4 once again.
Well, although Malabon is keeping in step with Mindoro here, I'm not sure they want to go through that high-scoring ball game route. Because, you know, itong Mindoro hindi ito mauubusan. They pretty much use a very deep rotation. And let's see if Malabon can keep in step.
Cabog will miss on that three-pointer. Villano, third try. How about the second power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
What's impressive there is the second jump, outworking the bigger guys from Malabon.
Off that Cabog miss. He got that nose for the ball. Parang alam niya na dun nga mapupunta, and that three-pointer was off. Able to stick with it and complete that three-point play. 7-point lead now for the Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados.
Well, aside from the nose for the ball, yung ibang players, those great rebounders, not only the nose for the ball, but some of them actually feeling ko may magnet talaga ng bola. Wherever they are, that's where the ball keeps on bouncing.
Si Alvarez may ipit. He goes to Cabog. Gets the ball back. Short on that jumper. Great defense shown there by the Malabon Fisher Mall as a foul on the backcourt will be whistled here against Prince Cabog. 13 foul for the Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinado. Still leading by 7. Just a minute and 10 left in the first period.
And what's also impressive about Mindoro, despite that high pressure defense that they're playing, they don't necessarily get into foul trouble that much currently, with only 3 team fouls with less than a minute remaining.
Ball goes back to Mindoro nga. So after that strong start by Malabon and that 9-point outburst by Paul Navera, Mindoro, they regained their bearings. Canapi was able to get a couple of field goals. And kahit sino nga yung pasok dito, Cabog, Hilot. From the other side, able to get that bounce, but good trail job performed there by Aguilar. Able to get that rebound and an opportunity to earn it from the stripe. So yung ito kawang Malabon Fisher Mall naman dito, Noy, no? Yes, you would want to enjoy. As Coach Froilan mentioned, definitely your competitiveness will kick in. Who wouldn't want to slay a giant in the second seed of Mindoro? and maybe get that momentum going for you that if they could take it to game number 3, who knows, di ba? Parang coin toss na lang yan. And when it comes playoff time, there may be favorites, there may be underdogs. Bilog ang bola, ika nga.
But you know, some coaches would keep on saying na, you know, they're here for the progression, the development of players. They just want the players to enjoy the game. But I feel like Coach Froilan Baguion is really genuinely believing that that's what he really wants from his players. And I think that has also translated to how the players are enjoying their time on the court.
Speaking of a player that is enjoying his time, John Ferreros getting another basket, giving us yet another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Got that rebound, deciding to take it all the way. Simple lang din dito para kay John Ferreros. Look at your big, running that floor, taking it all the way, and completing that three-point play. Keeping Malabon close, 25-23, just a 2-point lead now. 10 seconds remaining para sa Mindoro to score in this possession. Is Adi Alvarez, 3 seconds. So traveling will be called here against Kibal with 0.4 left on the clock sa ating first period. So Mindoro threatened to break this game open early in the first 10 minutes of action, pero Malabon able to find a way to be within striking distance as they turn it over immediately back to Mindoro.
And with no one touching the basketball, Mindoro will be inbounding at the same spot.
Just checking if Derek Fisher is somewhere in the vicinity. Skabog, this will count. Won't get that basket to go, but nevertheless, 25-23. Still a 2-point advantage here para sa Junior Disciplinados. As we have a look at our TNT play move of the game. Yung lipad ni Alvarez, but Canapi. Look at the guy work. Missing on the first attempt. Able to get it in the second for our team to play move of the game. Second quarter po, sa aming pagbabalik. Resume our action dito sa Amoranto Sports Complex in Quezon City. Jaime Mendijar kasama rin si Coach Noy Africa, giving you the action between the Malabon Fisher Mall and the Mindoro Design Foundation Junior Disciplinados, as a three-pointer will open our second quarter. Malabon takes back the lead, 26-25. Early foul whistled here against Malabon. Implications nga ng matchup na to for those not aware. This game number 2 of their best of 3 quarterfinals, where Mindoro was able to get that game 1 victory. So if they are to be victorious in this game this evening, they will be facing the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns in the semi-finals. If ikaw naman ang Malabon nga, you wish to extend this to a game number 3, do or die. And who knows, they might just lay this number 2 seed Mindoro Design Foundation Junior Disciplinados as Ferreros gets another bucket.
I'm very impressed with what is seemingly the game plan here for Malabon. They are not afraid to engage itong Mindoro in a high-scoring matchup. They're not afraid to push the pace, which is exactly the tempo that Mindoro is very comfortable with. Well, I guess for Coach Froilan Baguion at this point, we're just gonna have to beat you at your own game, because if we slow the game down, we're really also having some difficulty in the half-court offense.
Mindoro no longer having that full-court press. Sabi mo nga, that is one of the keys in beating this Mindoro squad, if you are able to break that press repeatedly. Hilot try to create here for Mindoro. Hanging in the air, unable to get that finish, but will be fouled. Go to the line for 2. Foul will be called here against Rafael Cruz of Malabon. Second team foul for the Fisher Mall.
Well, actually, I'm kind of interested. I know there's 5 homegrown players requirement for the teams here in the junior MPBL. I'm really interested to find out again how much of this Mindoro team actually comes from Mindoro, because back in the day I got to play with some players in Mindoro, not the pro level type, but we were playing against players who were used to either playing with slippers or without any shoes, and they were much faster and agile than we were. We asked them to wear shoes, but they found it very difficult, and but really very athletic, these players coming from Mindoro.
As we saw Ferreros there, getting that power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. 2-point lead now para sa Malabon, 30-28. Meanwhile, balik tayo kay Andy for a report. Andy?
Coach Eugene of Mindoro really expects Malabon to guard them much better in this second playoffs game. Para naman kay Adi Alvarez, who produced a double-double last game, 25 points, 11 rebounds. He may not be the strongest, the tallest, or even the best, but he knows his strengths and weaknesses as a player, and this is the quality that makes him a good athlete. He also said that he actually saved the shoes that he's wearing today specifically for this playoffs game, at hindi niya ito sunuot noong elimination round dahil naipanalo na nga raw siya ng sapatos na ito sa ibang liga. Kaya baka raw maipanalo ulit siya nito dito naman sa Junior MPBL. Hi, men, Coach Noy.
Beautiful story shared there by Andy. No? I think it was Gab Castro in the game with Mandaluyong earlier na kasama naman niya yung parang tali yata sa buhok ng kanyang nanay na kinakabit niya sa kanyang sapatos as a lucky charm. Ito namang si Adi Alvarez wearing the shoes that won in the other league. Dito, looking to have that same luck for the Mindoro squad.
So, you know, superstitions does not, it actually supersedes age. Akala mo yung mga matatanda lang yung superstitious, but also these kids, you know, trying to get luck on their side. If I remember, before Terence Romeo had this pair of shoes that he loves scoring with. I think that was a game wherein he scored 80+ points in the juniors division. He saved that shoe for special games back in college. And, you know, whatever works for you, just keep on doing it.
Saan nga mataas ang iyong kumpiyansa. Villano sidestepping his way through. Won't get that basket to go. Great defense there coming from Cruz. 31-30. 1-point lead para sa Fisher Mall. Underneath, another basket here para sa Malabon. Able to extend now to 3. First basket para kay Prince Kobe Perucho.
Well, I guess for Mindoro, they did not expect Malabon to try and run with them, and I think they're in a state of shock right now. But they're still down by just 3 points.
Scanapi, though, will be fouled from the 3-point arc. Paul Navera trying to argue his case. As with anyone who fouls a jump shooter, kasi may kasamang panghihinayang yan. That is one of the cardinal sins in basketball. And if ikaw ang nagbigay ng ganyan type of foul, I would never admit in doing that.
Yeah, but one thing that they will eventually learn, one argument that you most likely will never win is any arguments with the referee.
Mabuti nang matutunan nila yan habang bata pa sila.
Yeah, that's right.
So that,
there's a proper way of addressing the referees, and just don't seem, you know, violent or like condescending even. That would be an insult to the referees. But, you know, you'll learn that as you grow. And that actually also applies to the coaches, you know, the proper way to approach the referees. And iba-iba rin kasi ugali ng referee. So in scouting, hindi lang yan opposing coaches, opposing players, your own players, but also you know, eventually you'll have a better view of the landscape, especially with it comes to officiating. Alam mo what type of calls particular referees like to call or not call.
Okay, tendencies na yun extends beyond the
Yeah.
players themselves. A great point, Noy. Kala ko sasabihin mo, they're preparing for, let's say, a married life that you will also never win an argument
Oh,
with.
yeah. I've learned that way before getting married, so I'll be fine.
33-32. 5 and 14 left in our first half. So Malabon really hanging in there. Sabi mo nga, medyo nagulat dito ang Mindoro that despite this being a high-scoring affair, nakakasabay itong Malabon Fisher Mall.
And just shows a lot of courage and gamesmanship being shown by the squad of Coach Froilan Baguion. They're not necessarily, they don't necessarily have the height advantage. So, you know, they cannot necessarily have to need to slow the pace down to be able to compete, because other teams will definitely try to have a slower tempo to try and take advantage of the smaller but speedier players from Mindoro.
Speaking of speed, hilot nga. Getting that fast break layup. Mindoro takes back the lead 34-33. It's a little over halfway through our second period.
And actually, the few times that I've been able to cover this 14 and under squad for Mindoro, hindi nag-end yung laro na I was still calling hilot-hilot. Kasi sa dulo, bugbog na eh.
And that's really what Leodil Hilot does to teams. No? This Mindoro squad finished 8-2, and the huge reason nga in their success is this player Leodil Hilot. We talked a lot about itong si John Canapi as the gunner for the junior disciplinados, but Hilot not far off. 20.8 points, close to 21 points, 6 rebounds, and check this, 6 assists.
Just doing everything on the floor. Actually, very interchangeable to mga players ng Mindoro. That's why they're really a joy to watch.
Timeout muna tayo dito. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the last 4 and 33 of this second.
Mga kaliga, I have here ni Assistant Coach Kim Gonzalez of Mindoro Disciplinado. So Coach, dikit-dikit ang ating scores. Ano ba ang gusto mo makita sa mga players mo para tuluyan ng makalamang?
Siguro aggressive pa kami sa depensa kasi yun yung puhunan namin talaga eh. Kailangan namin lumayo by the end of second. Tapos didiin kami ng third hanggang fourth. Siguro masabi ko lang, no mercy. Kailangan namin panalo tong laro na to.
Okay, good luck po, Coach. Meron ka bang isang pasalamatan na ba't yan?
Binabati po namin si Boss JR Dicena Foundation, sa kanyang mga family niya po. Ingat po dyan sa abroad, sa Bioscopic, Coach Eugene, Coach Tim Dalastas, si Boss Jason Olivares, sa lahat ng parents na sumusuporta sa amin. Sa aking girlfriend ko nanonood ngayon live. Yan po, thank you po.
And good luck po, Coach. Bago mo na yan, mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwede ka na maglaro at manalo gamit lang ang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only. So keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Hi, man, Coach Noy.
Thank you, Andy. Defense would be key nga for Mindoro. As communicated there, didiinan nila looking to build an advantage heading into the second half.
Well, I'd just like to have a quick sharing here. Of course, the team owner of the Mindoro squad, Boss JR Dicena. Back in the day, I wouldn't have imagined calling him boss. Back in the day, he used to play for Coach Frankie Lim, was in the Team B. And even right before he stepped on that plane to go to the US to start working, he was waiting for a call. All it took he was stepping on the plane. If he got that call that he was going to be lined up for that season, he would just turn his back and go back to school just to continue playing. But, that turned out very well for him. Now he is a team owner here in the junior MPBL. Boss JR, kudos to you and this team that you have assembled here in the junior MPBL.
Great story, no? And itong Mindoro squad naman, hindi rin pinapahiya yung supportang binibigay ni Boss JR dito sa kanyang mga bata, supporting itong junior MPBL. Scanapi will miss from outside. Itong lead nga na inahanap. Heading into the end of the second quarter, slowly being built here by Mindoro, 41-35. 6-point advantage now for the white shirts. 3-pointer too strong. One and done lamang para sa Malabon.
Well, again, the manpower of Mindoro, they can afford to play this high tempo because they have a very deep rotation. But itong Malabon still trying to keep in step. They're down by just 6, but we are expecting an even more aggressive Mindoro squad come the second half.
Yun nga yung sinasabi rin na didiinan pa nila, and third and fourth, no mercy is the message.
Actually, kahit ako, natakot ako dun sa message ni coach nung interview. But,
Sure.
you can just see also with the way the coaches are talking, they believe their game plan, and they're gonna have to be very convincing also for the players to implement that on the court.
Props to Malabon, really keeping an arm's length dito sa Mindoro squad, 41-37. 4-point lead now. Layup won't go para kay Alvarez. Ferreros will attack once again, sidestepping his way through. The lefty finish. That won't work. Villano will attack. So blocking foul will be whistled here against Mav Messina. 2 free throws coming up para kay Villano.
Well, good intention there for Mav Messina. However, was not able to establish position just yet.
Penalty na nga dito. Both squads with still a minute and 8. With only a minute and 8 left here in the first half. Villano will head to the line for a couple. Villano so far in this first half, 11 points and 6 rebounds. And he was caught stepping on the line. That free throw, he did miss it. So
Miss it and was very short on that shot.
has a chance to adjust here in the second. Sa Malabon crowd, nagigising dito. They, I guess, know that the team is creating an opportunity. Binibigyan nila yung sarili nila ng tsansa in this ball game so far. And Ferreros add 2 more to his output. 13 and 7 now for Ferreros.
And they know that the team, these kids, need all the help that they can get. And they're still within striking distance, down by just 3.
So when all cylinders are firing dito sa Malabon, really showing us that they are no pushover.
And they are not in the playoffs for nothing. They had to go through the play-in. And they kept their number 7 seed. And now will, try to extend their life here in the junior MPBL.
Ferreros once again finds himself in the lane, able to find that opening. 2 free throws coming up for him to add to his 13 points. Can't get the first. He was their marquee player in their Game 1 loss. 18 points for John Ferreros. On track to even exceed that here in this matchup. Second free throw will work para kay John Ferreros, as a timeout will be called here by the Sena Foundation Junior Disciplinados, trying to draw something up with the last 23.2 of this half. Meanwhile, we look at our Jinky Skin face of the game, giving us that heart logo for our Jinky Skin face of the game. We'll be back with the last 23.2 seconds of this second. back with the last 23 seconds of our first half. Timeout nga tinawag dito ng Mindoro to try and get another bucket before the end of this first half. 2-point advantage for them, 42-40. This is the matchup between the second seed Junior Disciplinados and the 7th seed Malabon Fisher Mall. 10 seconds to work with. Canapi finds a way. 4-point lead, 44-40. Almost a turnover para sa Malabon, but they would keep it with 2.9 left on the clock. Navera scored 9 points in that first quarter. Looking to attempt that three-pointer from the half court, but time will run out. 44-40 nga ang ating score. The Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinado still holding on to this 4-point advantage as we once again look at our TMT play move of the game. Paul Navera's pass underneath for the first bucket of Kobe Perucho for our TMT play move of the game. Second half po when we are back.
Wagan kicks it out. Doliente step back, goes up. Yes!
Few minutes before we resume our second half of action, have a look at some highlights in that first two quarters. High-scoring affair between these two teams. This 14-under matchup between the Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados and the Malabon Fisher Mall in this game number 9, the last one for today, ngayong Sabado sa ating Junior MPBL. So Malabon hanging in there. They had a great start courtesy of Paul Navera. And itong Mindoro nga is able to gather themselves. And off the bench, Hilot able to produce. Canapi so far also getting his usual numbers. But it has been Villano top scoring for Mindoro with 12. Samantala Ferreros, their top scorer in game number 1 despite that loss, scoring 18 so far in the half, has 11. So itong Malabon, yung power-wise, nakikitapat nga dito sa Mindoro so far, and just a 4-point advantage for the Junior Disciplinados.
And surprisingly, it's Mindoro actually out-rebounding Malabon 26-17, and in second chance points, a 15-7 advantage also. points off turnovers, 11-8 for Mindoro. And surprisingly though, it's Malabon leading in fast breaks, 14-7.
Ferreros finds Messina underneath, but a couple of misses para sa kanya. Still unable to get his offensive rhythm going is Mav Messina. Mukhang yung struggles niya in that first game. Parang hindi niya pa rin masyadong na-address dito sa ating game number 2 of their best of 3 quarterfinals.
Well, really, what's difficult for a guard is to go up against a team, you know, whose strength is really playing perimeter defense. And Mav Messina, still a little difficult for him to make the adjustments here. You know, a team with a dominant big would probably have someone, you know, having that player to milk down low. But again, Malabon does not have that advantage. So they're going to have to rely heavily on guys like Messina and of course itong si Navera, who has really showed up to play in this ball game.
Yeah, Paul Navera is able to set the tempo, set the tone dito para sa Malabon that they're not really going nowhere. Scored the first 9 points para sa Malabon in that first quarter. Making sure that Mindoro knows that hindi lang sila titiklop despite being the 7th seed and literally the underdog dito sa matchup na to. It's Navera now in double digits with 10.
And you know, Navera, I guess, pretty much showed this team that we can run with this Mindoro squad. And I'll initially show you how. I'll teach you the ropes. And then maybe he can get his other teammates to follow. And so far, his teammates have been able to respond, especially Ferreros, who had, again, that big game in game 1, just continuing to produce the same way here.
3-4-3 from the line for Paul Navera. 45-43, 2-point lead pa rin para sa Mindoro. Messina with a steal. Goes up against Canapi. Can't get the bounce. Another try. Ang gusto niya. May foul. Mav Messina getting that basket to go, and this just might start something for the offense of Mav Messina.
Well, an aggressive Messina would be really hard to stop for the smaller guys of Mindoro.
That was a power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. And tingnan mo naman, they were running that fast break, but 3 blue shirts trailing itong si Mav Messina. Yung will to win that Malabon has for this particular ball game, talagang hindi right there, and exuding confidence are the guys in blue.
You know, the game of Messina really predicated on speed and shiftiness, but I think in this game he will need to play with a little more power and brute strength.
As Navera goes to Messina with a lefty finish. And here comes Malabon, 48-45, taking back the lead by 3.
And you can see in the faces of, especially of Navera and Messina, they are really enjoying how this game is being played.
As Villano finally finds an answer here for the junior disciplinados. Villano leading the way with 14 para sa Mindoro. The foul will be whistled here against the Desene Foundation junior disciplinados. Have another look at that previous play. Hilot with that miss. Taps it to Villano. Easy bucket underneath. So 1-point advantage para sa Fisher Mall, 48-47. And exactly 7 minutes left in our third. A miss there for Malabon. Back on the other side, Hilot being pressured here. Gets the ball across. 3 ball, won't work para sa Mindoro. Messina, high up for that board. Look to extend this 1-point lead. Ferreros will lose that basketball to Alvarez. He throws it ahead to Villano. He has Canapi with him. Stolen by Messina. Basang-basa niya si Villano doon. Still Messina. His pass a little behind Ferreros as Canapi all alone on the other end. Gets that easy 2. 13 points now para kay John Canapi.
well, that's something that I haven't seen in a while. Yung top board, also something that I haven't been able to do in a while. All three, I think, like 2 decades ago.
It's Messina, keyhole jumper. That's off. Ferreros there for the putback.
Ferreros really just making himself available now with 16 points and 9 rebounds.
That ball rattles out. Ayaw pa rin the second try, but that time will be fouled is Arjan Gatchalian. For a trip for 2. Some substitutions here para sa Mindoro. Hilot find himself back into this ball game. Kasama si Kibal. Samantala, punta tayo muli kay Andy Veloso for a report. Andy?
Coach Froilan always reminds his players to just enjoy the game and take off the pressure. He's also proud of the improvement of his players such as his key players, Mav Messina and Paul Navera. As a former basketball player, sabi niya itong si Messina, malayo ang mararating dahil napakataas ng basketball IQ at napaka-humble sa aggressiveness naman ni Paul Navera na bibilib si Coach Froilan. Kaya naman magandang combination nga raw sina Messina at Navera sa loob ng court. This game is really getting intense mga kaliga, kaya naman balik sa inyo. Hi, man, Coach Noy.
Thank you, Andy. And speaking high of Mav Messina, and Froilan Bagyo na nagsasabi nito.
Kaya nga, exactly. You know, you have a guard teaching 2 guards how to play the game the right way. And, you know, a very heady point guard back in the day for the NU Bulldogs. Itong si Coach Froilan Baguion. And being able to impart his knowledge to very talented and very promising guards in Navera and Messina.
So far, yun ang kanilang atake ng dalawang guardia nila, together with Ferreros, really making the life of Mindoro in this game very difficult as Navera gets a 3-pointer from the corner, blowing kisses to the crowd. 55-49, now a 6-point lead para sa Malabon. So take another look at that 3-pointer from Paul Navera, wide open, making Mindoro pay. Lamang nga sila ng 6 dito with 4:51 left in the third.
I have here with me Assistant Coach Jesse Garnica of Malabon Fisher Mall. So Coach, nangunguna na kayo. Ano ba yung good points na ginagawa ng koponan mo na kailangan nilang gawin ulit sa susunod na quarter?
Yun lang yung sinasabi nga ni Coach Froilan na go hard lang lagi, going to the basket para at least yung easy basket tayo. Yun lang yung ano ni Coach Froilan.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o ba't yan?
Binabati ko nga pala at pinapasalamatan po namin yung Fisher Mall Malabon and kay Congresswoman Jenny Lacson. Yun lang po, maraming salamat po sa suporta.
Pero bago muna yan mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang ang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only. So keep it fun mga kaliga, game responsibly. Hi, man, Coach Noy.
Thank you once again, Andy Veloso, courtside reporter for this game. And mukhang the message talagang being received well here by the Malabon Fisher Mall. And their onslaught continues. Now a 7-point lead for Fisher Mall.
And very simple but very effective message for Coach Froilan Baguion to his team. Go hard to the basket, and that's exactly what they've been doing effectively here all game long.
8-point lead now, the biggest lead so far for Malabon. Canapi will try from outside. Gets that 3-pointer to go. A little bit awkward itong release nito ni John Canapi, but always effective.
Yeah, but if you're the defense there, you're gonna allow him to shoot from that way out. As Paul Navera missing what could have been an easy shot for him.
The way he's playing tonight, no, I wouldn't be surprised if he made that. Third opportunity para sa Malabon. Navera once again, attacking the hoop. Too strong, gets his own miss. Kicks it out to Santos. 3-ball will go. Tuloy ang apoy para sa Malabon. 60-52 now.
And I think more than anything, Malabon not playing scared right now. I think they've actually turned the tables here and getting itong Mindoro to question themselves. Mindoro was supposed to be a team to start out aggressively here in the third, and so far it's been Malabon that has been doing that.
Hilot converts, so ito na, baka nga talagang oras na para kay Hilot at Canapi to step it up. Underneath Kibal, blocked. Malabon tracks it down and the foul will be whistled here against Mindoro, and that would mean free throws para sa Malabon.
And putting Mindoro into the penalty is something that they can take advantage of, especially with that message to go hard to the basket.
That would be a foul called against Canapi, I believe. Just the first team foul, first personal foul para sa kanya. Gets that ball to bounce in. This is Perucho para sa Malabon. Split on the charities. 3 points so far para kay Perucho. But still able to extend this lead back to 7. 61-54. 2:25 left in the third quarter. Canapi. They go to Hilot. Maiipit. Malabon almost gets that rebound, but the white shirts would keep it with 4 seconds left in their shot clock.
Hilot right there walking into a double team. Lucky to keep possession is Mindoro.
Hilot goes to Canapi. 3-pointer. That won't hit the ring. Malabon will run it. This is Ferreros. Strong to the hoop once again, but that time too strong. As an offensive foul will be whistled against him. That would be Ferreros' third.
Whenever you lead with the arm or the shoulder, the referees usually give some leeway for the defense.
So some cushion built here by Malabon. Sabi mo nga kanina, you did expect Mindoro na diinan pa nga nila dito sa third and fourth quarter. But Malabon able to create their own storm, 61-54, leading by 7.
And these are actually two places where storms can really, affect their way of life. And right now, both of these teams trying to come up with their own storms. And let's see which team can hold on here. Malabon, despite having a 7-point lead, will have to be worried about the offensive firepower that Mindoro possesses.
Napakalayo ng 3-pointer na yun ni John Canapi, but still able to convert. Navera Dipsidu. Ayaw. Baba sa 4 kalamangan dito ng Mindoro. John Canapi starting to take over. Another 3-pointer. Gets the bounce. Back-to-back 3-pointers para kay Canapi. His third in this ball game. Now just a 1-point lead para sa Malabon.
All those three-point conversions look like bad shots. But again, you can take all bad shots that you want. Just make sure you hit them.
John Canapi really calling his own number. It's from Steph range, Dame range. There's Canapi range. 3 3-pointers now para kay John Canapi. Single-handedly bringing this Mindoro team back. Just a 1-point deficit they're looking at now. Although itong si Cruz finds himself on the line. Penalty na nga Mindoro for quite some time now. Missing on the first though.
medyo natitempt na ako sabihin itong si Kanapi na you don't have to take it from that deep. Kaso baka sagutin ako ng nasushoot naman.
And to think these are 14 and under kids, Noy. Halos nandun na siya sa half court when that last three-pointer.
Kung nasa NBA ka, logo 3 na yun dahil ang lalaki ng mga logo eh. But here, the logo is just as big as the center circle.
Go to Kanapi once again. Another three-pointer. Too strong that time. Almost made that. Gets his own miss. Alvarez took too many steps. Turn the ball back over with 14.1 seconds left here in the third.
We'll talk about a heat check right there for Kanapi. And the best part about it, he was able to retrieve his miss.
I don't think he thought that he would miss it though, but he tracked it nonetheless as Messina finds Cruz. 4-point advantage once again. This will count if it goes. Hilot will miss on that half-court heave, and it would be Malabon taking this 4-point lead with them to the fourth quarter. As we look at our TMT play move of the game. Let's have a look kung anong napili. This was John Kanapi. Way downtown, mula Mindoro pa. Yung three-pointer na yon. Have another look. Ay, nakaapak na siya dun sa lugo. John Kanapi bringing Mindoro to just 4 points with Malabon. Fourth quarter po sa aming pagbabalik. Fourth quarter na po tayo for game number 9, our last game ngayong araw as Malabon holding on to this 4-point lead against the Mindoro Dicena Foundation Junior Disciplinados as Kanapi stealing that pass na dapat para kay Hilot, able to get that layup down to a 2-point lead. Perucho kicks it out, Navera wide open off on that three-pointer. Messina gets that offensive rebound. The foul will be whistled here against Mindoro. Just the first team foul here para sa Junior Disciplinados.
And Malabon right now trying to weather a storm called Kanapi. John Carl Kanapi. Just an explosion here. Very unexpected, very unorthodox. You know, that the kind of explosion that you would allow. Shooting from way deep, but hitting on some, what I could say are impossible shots.
Impossible indeed. Parang kung ako tumira siguro, baka hindi umabot sa ring yun.
At saka nakaupo ka na ngayon.
Ferreros for 3. That would miss. Babaton nila mula kay Kanapi. Gets that contact. He will go to the line for 2. Great sportsmanship shown there.
Yeah, we've been seeing that, especially in the afternoon with the 14 and under teams. Ito mahatik sa kanila, no? When somebody falls, whoever is nearest, regardless kung kalaban o kakampi, they're gonna help them up. And nakala mo to, may konting kiskisan on the finish, but right away, automatic handshake between those two players.
2 for 2 para kay John Kanapi. Make that 28 points now. Para sa kanya, Santos. Mababawi sa kabila. 2-point lead once again para sa Malabon Fisher Mall.
No, Messina only with 7 points, but already with 6 rebounds and assists on that play gives him 7 and already with 5 steals.
Villano naman sa loob. From that find by Hilot. Just going back to your point dito kay Mab Messina nga. He may not be scoring as is usual. And yung struggles niya nga sa Game 1 also evident. Carried over dito sa Game 2. Ferreros carrying over that performance that he had in game number 1. 22-11 now. Pero yung IQ nga na sinasabi ni Coach Froilan dito kay Mab Messina that you could still impact the game even without scoring.
And especially when you got guys like Ferreros ready to step up and also Navera scoring heavily. And also a surprise package for them. Duke Santos already with 10 points.
Another player nga in double digits. Messina still unable to get that jumper to go down. Navera! Acrobatic move. Wala, but Messina ayaw pa din. Takbo dito ang Mindoro. Hilot leading the break. Goes to Villano. Unable to finish, but Canapi shows them how it's done.
Just really unrelenting on the side of Mindoro, attacking that offensive board despite being the smaller team.
We're tied at 68. Still 7:32 left in the fourth quarter. High up for that rebound was Villano. He has a 2-on-2. Attacking Santos. Gets the foul. Have a chance to earn it from the stripe.
But right now, it feels like the problem for Malabon is parang their players are starting to look gassed here. You could see Ferreros, Messina, and Navera looking like they're getting spent. But you know, they're gonna take each and every opportunity to get some rest within the game.
Ito nga yung sinasabi mo kanina, Noy, na sinasabayan nga nila itong firepower ng Mindoro. And maybe because of that frenetic pace that you have to keep up as well, yung fatigue talagang susunod at susunod sa'yo. Nice move by Aguilar! Giving the lead back to Malabon, 70-69.
So any kinds of points not coming from Messina, Ferreros, or Navera will be a welcome addition for the boys of Coach Froilan Baguion.
Sabi naman ni Hilot, John Canapi, ako na muna. Pinoy step almost. Making that was Paul Navera, but too deep. Three-pointer from the corner. Too strong. Canapi with the rebound. Siya na rin magtatakbo rito. Sidestepping his way through. Make that 32 points now for John Canapi. Timeout nga muna dito ang Malabon. Trailing by 3, 73-70. With 6:36 still left here in our fourth quarter. Mindoro leading by 3, 73-70. In this game number 2 of their best of 3 quarterfinals matchup. It was the John Canapi show, especially here in the second half. Hanggang willing his way back into this ball game. Single-handedly naibalik niya itong Mindoro against Malabon. Malabon will miss on that three-pointer for Aguilar. Chance to extend this lead and build a bigger cushion for the junior disciplinados as Hilot finds his way through.
Right now, that interior defense of Malabon looking porous.
Ferrero short on that jumper. Fighting for that rebound. So jump ball will be called here. Possession arrow. Babalik ang bola sa junior disciplinados. The Mindoro crowd really having their own battle with the Malabon crowd, who have been fairly quiet dahil yun nga, nahabol na sila ng Mindoro dito.
At actually, nalagpasan na sila. Mindoro up by 5. But you can see here, Hilot and Canapi, they still look fresh. As opposed to itong si Messina, si Navera, and definitely itong si Ferreros looking a little tired.
Messina goes to Navera. His floater won't go. Villano namimitas na naman ng rebound. Goes behind the back. Takes it all the way for 2. 7-point lead now para sa Mindoro.
So very quiet itong si Villano now with a double-double with 10 rebounds.
Canapi's first will be committed. That would just be the first team foul para sa Mindoro. The second team foul rather. Mahaba pa to. Still 5 and 16 remaining in this ball game. Navera finds Perucho underneath. Back to a 5-point advantage for the junior disciplinados. Parang si Hilot tsaka si Kanami just taking turns scoring the basketball here. Really showing the firepower that this Mindoro squad has. Canapi naman ang aatake. Can't get that basket to go. Santos tracks it down. 3-on-1. Loses the basketball. Navera goes to Perucho once again. Can't get that basket to go. Hilot. He will run it for Mindoro. 3-on-2 naman sa kabila. Almost stolen by Messina. Villano recovers. Tried to force it inside. Stolen by Malabon. Perucho goes to Navera, gets the foul. Able to finish. A couple of free throws coming up para kay Paul Navera. So we see a player down on the floor. This is Ferreros. Hopefully nothing too serious para dito kay Ferreros. Has been the main man para sa Malabon with that monster double-double, 22 and 14.
Might have tweaked an ankle here.
The might have is exactly what occurred. Good to see him back on his feet. Prior that, Navera was fouled on that shooting attempt. So 2 free throws nga coming for Paul Navera. An opportunity to make this a 1-possession ball game. First one rattles out. The Mindoro crowd trying to distract Paul Navera as much as they could. Gets the second free throw. Down to a 4-point advantage para sa Dicena Foundation Junior Disciplinados. Hilot will direct traffic for the white shirts. Hands it off to Canapi. Looking to attack, 9 to shoot here. Hilot once again. 3 to shoot now. Canapi ibabato. Short on that 3-pointer, but Alvarez there for the offensive rebound and put back. Gets another 2 para sa Mindoro, extending this lead now to 6.
And guys like Alvarez also making an impact here. You know, just really a deep bench here for Mindoro. You're having players coming in fresh in the 4th quarter.
Ganun kalalim itong Mindoro squad, no? So have another look of that loose ball foul called against Adi Alvarez. That would be Adi Alvarez's 4th foul, it seems.
And also, if you look at Canapi, he's played more than 29 minutes. But he looks a lot fresher than a guy like Ferreros who played already 33 minutes para dito sa Malabon Fisher Mall. Even Paul Navera was played a minute or 2 less. Looks way more tired than Canapi is.
Itong pace na to, sanay na sanay ang Mindoro dyan, no? No? Villano will try from outside. Short on that 3-pointer. Messina gets it. Pass ahead to Perucho. Able to get that finish. 4-point lead once again para sa Junior Disciplinados. 3:05 left here in the 4th. So So Malabon really hanging in there. Hilot once again. Thought about the 3. Goes to Alvarez. PP hit. Takes it out to Villano. 5 to shoot now. Back to Villano. His pass. Presence of mind doon ni Asi Alvarez, knowing that the shot clock was winding down. Ginawa niya nang ang alley-oop, yung hindi dapat alley-oop. Nakabingwit pa nga ng foul. Will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Well, going to be the 4th personal foul on Jared Ferreros, but you cannot really fault him for that foul. He was just really, I think he was trying to go for a steal on the pass, but just really the presence of mind of Alvarez. He knew that the shot clock was running down, and that's why he was able to fish for that foul.
Kung natapik nga lang sana ni Ferreros yun, then mapuputokan ng 24 yung Mindoro. As Navera will be fouled, that would mean free throws for Malabon.
And once again, Malabon will get into a position where they can get a trip to the free throw line, where they have been, pretty much been effective, hitting 75% of their shots. Almost the same number of attempts with Mindoro, but a better percentage so far para dito sa Malabon.
Big development here para sa Mindoro. Adi Alvarez fouling out from this ball game. And ang kanyang kapatid niyang si Asi Alvarez also nursing 4 personal fouls.
Although itong si Adi Alvarez went scoreless in this game, he contributed 7 rebounds.
Navera splits his charities once again. But now a 1-possession ball game, 79-76. If you ask Coach Froilan Bagyon that if 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, 3 lang ang lamang na Mindoro, I'm sure he will tell you that he'll take it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And for any coach, you always want to be in a situation like this.
As Asi Alvarez escapes on the baseline.
I think sending a message to his brother that I'll take care of contributing to the team for you.
Go to Santos. Pass stolen by Hilot. Messina trying to chase him. Still gets that basket. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Now a 7-point lead built here by the junior disciplinados as Navera gets fouled once again. Has a chance to bring this lead down from the free throw line. Split his previous 2 assignments is Paul Navera. Naman si Hilot yung composure niya.
Well, also, if you're a Malabon, whenever you see a wide open passing lane, you have to look if there's someone lurking there. And that's really where guys like Kanapi and itong si Hilot are actually the first persons that you have to look at. Kasi that passing lane is open for a reason. They're baiting you to make that pass.
Splitting his charities once again was Navera, 83-77. 2-possession ball game, 6-point lead para sa Mindoro. Hilot muli. Goes to Kanapi, may ipit in the corner. Pass, stolen by Messina. Mav Messina will get that layup to go down to a 4-point lead now. 83-79, a minute and 24 left in this ball game. So Malabon knocking at the door. Tingnan natin kung pagbubuksan nila ng Mindoro. Kanapi way downtown once again. That's off. Get another opportunity. Villano says, let's slow it down. Hands it off to Hilot. 4 to shoot. He will try from outside. Too strong. Gatchalian, another offensive rebound. And the reverse. Ba't ko pa kick out? Pwede na ako dito.
Hindi lang reverse yun, no look pa eh.
Ferreros attacking the hoop. Will be fouled. Penalty na nga dito ang Mindoro. Kanina pa.
And looks like also that Ferreros might be starting to cramp up here, having played very heavy minutes, 35 minutes already.
And in this do-or-die environment, if you are the Malabon Fisher Mall, Nga, pag natalo ka dito sa game number 2, this would eventually be your last game of the season. You're looking to extend this to game number 3. The effort na dala ng Malabon dito sa larong to, no, can't really say enough about it.
And if you're Mindoro, I'm sure you're not gonna rest that easily tonight. This was supposed to be a walk in the park after that dominance in game 1. I don't think they expected Malabon to try and run with them in this game, and very effectively.
Ferreros nga, despite being fatigued, able to still hit that first free throw. 2 for 2 para sa kanya, 85-81. Just a 4-point lead para sa Mindoro. They look to protect this. They've done a great job so far, not allowing nga na makahabol ng tuluyan itong Malabon. They go to Alvarez. Layup for 2. Ganun lang kadali para sa Mindoro. Ang bilis nilang nakascore sa kabila.
Looking like Mr. Excitement that time.
Villano steals it to Canapi, and that just might be the basket that breaks the back of the Malabon Fisher Mall. Though Canapi, paika-ika back to that bench. Take another look. Alvarez with that quick attack. 8-point lead now para sa Mindoro, 89-81 with 36 seconds left. Last 36 seconds of this ball game. This Mindoro crowd coming alive, sensing an impending victory and a semi-final seat for the Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinado squad. If they proceed to win this ball game, which they are in a great position in with an 8-point lead with 36 seconds left, Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns waiting for them, and what a matchup that would be.
And of course, if you're Malabon, very gallant effort here. I'm pretty sure, you know, once the frustration settles for Coach Froilan Baguion for not being able to advance, you will definitely, you know, when he finally realizes, you know, what has been his consistent message for all of this tournament, he will really be very satisfied with the performance of his boys here.
Navera will try from outside. Couple of misses from the three-point arc. Messina will try again. This time, he will be fouled. He will go to the line for 3. But as you were pointing out, Noy nga, no? Malabon, ako napabilib nila ako dito, Noy. If you would tell me that they could hang offensively with an 89-81 score at the end of this at the tail end of this ball game, I would say I'd be surprised. But Malabon showed us that they can hang around dito. This Mindoro squad, the number 2 seed. As Messina hits that first free throw.
And you still see Navera and Messina talking strategy here.
Missing on the second. So you want to end this game on a high note regardless. If you are Malabon Fisher Mall.
And we're pretty sure we're going to have another season of the Junior MPBL. And this is a great building brick for Coach Froilan Baguion. Not only finishing number 7, but they can always just go back to this very game and know that, you know, you can actually play to your opponent's strengths for as long as, you know, you stick to your game plan. And I think so far, Malabon stuck to that game plan. Just, you know, to put it simply, just really ran out of gas here in the fourth quarter.
grabe rin naman talaga yung tinrabaho nila to put themselves in a position to be able to steal one from this Mindoro squad. But ultimately, 7-point advantage nga here for the junior disciplinados with only 17.6 seconds left on the clock. So we see Cabog and Alvarez chopping it up. Canapi missing on both his free throws, unable to add to his 34-point outing. As Messina would just dribble it out. Show of class once again for this Malabon squad. As players shake hands. And yep, uwian na nga po. Since this is the last game on this Saturday. It's a great ball game to end our junior MPBL. 9 games late. But Mindoro will take it away against the gallant effort of the Malabon Fisher Mall, 89-82. Advancing to the semi-finals. And a date with the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns. As we look at our TMT play, move off the game. So nung nag-threaten nga, makalapit itong Malabon Fisher Mall, it was John Carl Canapi making sure that Mindoro won't let this slip away. That was John Carl Canapi with our TMT play. Move off the game. 34 big points for this guy, and he is with our Andy Veloso for our TMT play best player of the game.
Mga kaliga, our TMT play best player of the game, John Carl Canapi from the 14 under Mindoro Decena Junior Disciplinados, finishing with a double-double, 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 steals. So congratulations for that performance. Paano mo ba masasabi na deserve mo at ng koponan mo ang panalo na to?
Deserve po namin to kasi tuwing nagdi-training po kami, lalo po kami pinapahirapan ng coach namin. Kaya deserve po namin mapanalo ito.
Okay, thank you so much for that, John Carl. Meron ko bang gustong pasalamatan na batiyan?
Papasalamat nga po pala ako kay Boss JR Decena, kay Coach Eugene Ocampo, kay Coach Tim Gonzales, kay Coach Tim Talastas, kay Altea Moraga, kay RJ Pardo, kay Nunoy Flores sa buong Santo Niño na sumusuporta sa akin, lalong-lalo na kay Hilot, sa mga teammates ko. Atin to!
Congratulations again. And now, John Carl, together with your coach, pwede nyo nang ilagay ang logo nyo sa tamang lugar, sa tamang placement nila. Yan. There you have it. Congratulations again to John Carl Canapi and to the 14 under Mindoro Disciplinados. Balik sa inyo, Jaime and Coach Noy.
Thank you once again, Andy, and congratulations muli, John Carl Canapi, our team to play best player of the game. Final thoughts on this matchup and the upcoming matchup of Pampanga and Mindoro.
Well, first and foremost, just an exciting slate of games today. And para dito nga sa Mindoro, just pulling off a very hard-earned victory, and their prize will be that matchup against Pampanga. And we're expecting a fast-paced ball game still to commence in that matchup.
Looking forward to that one nga, and that would be a wrap for game number 9. And this Saturday, magpapaalam na po kami ni Coach Noy Africa and Andy Veloso. This has been Jaime Mendihar, and this has been your Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.